How's it going, YouTubers? Nightmare70 here. I'm back with another toy review. This time I am reviewing Transformers Cybertron Deluxe Class Hotshot. Now here we have Hotshot in his vehicle mode, and he is a modified Chrysler 412. And I don't know if I've actually seen something like that before, but other than that, he's a nice... Honestly, I'm really glad to have this guy. I am trying to hunt down some of the old figures, especially Cybertron, because that was my favorite show back then. But you can see Hotshot is I like one. It's kind of like a very light blue plastic with a glitter effect. It's hard to show, but if you have it in person, you know what I mean. And as you can tell, he has some a clear yellow headlight. There, see, his headlights are clear yellow. Even his windows, his windshields are clear yellow. And you can tell he is, do a 360 of him, he's all blue. And if you, he does roll, he doesn't do much, but except roll. However, if you look closely, he's got some chairs molded in, which is a really nice touch, because you can't really see any Autobot junk unless you flip it over. Yeah, that's pretty much how it was in the cartoon anyway. So either way, but if you look closely, this is a very old figure, but his Autobot symbol is not really scratched at all, not even faded one bit from what I can see. And that is a nice touch, especially for a very old figure. And there is actually a shout out for somebody through Instagram, because I did get this from someone and they have Instagram. And this shout out goes to Instagrammer the Clinic54. He gave me a real good deal on Hotshot, and I was trading him something for a few other figures too, so I thought I'd buy something else with him while I was doing the trade with him, and Hotshot was one of them. And I want to give I want to give a big thank you to the Clinic54. Thanks so much, dude. Appreciate the deal you offered me, especially with Hotshot. This shout out is for you, man. Now on to Hotshot. Now Hotshot, for most of us Transformers fans, if a lot of you guys have been collecting for the past years now, especially since G1, if you're that old, you might know Hotshot has been repainted about 4 times into Excellion, which I should be able to hunt down soon. Excellion is just all red. He was like a Rodimus repaint, where, like I said, in vehicle mode anyway, he was all red. And in the front of the car, like on the grills, I mean, like this is the front of the car anyway, he would have a flame detail, and it was like a orange flame detail, which kind of represents Rodimus, except he was called Excellion. Robot mode, I can't really say so, but probably not, because I know Rodimus didn't have any black in robot mode. But so either way, it's still a good homage to him, and I should be able to hunt down Excellion soon. And then the second repaint, I don't know if it's I'm not sure if I'm right, but like I said, he was repainted 4 times. So Excellion was one of them. He was the first repaint. The second repaint being Movie 1 Breakaway, or BotCon 2008 Shattered Glass Gold Bug. Those two came out in 2008. Breakaway was for the Movie 1 line, for the Spark Power line, who I do have. I'm just not going to get him out now. I'm just not going to grab him now. But I will do that I'll do a comparison with this guy and him on his review. And Goldbug, I don't have, unfortunately. Don't even care for that figure. Not only because it's a BotCon figure. BotCon figures are pretty expensive, but because it's shattered glass, and I think that's just dumb. Shattered, it's just the mirrored, like the fractions being mirrored, like it's the opposite. Where the Decepticons are heroic and the Autobots are evil. I think it's just kind of dumb. Some people said it was meant to be a joke, but a lot of them actually liked it. But for me, I think that's kind of dumb. So I won't be hunting down Goldbug anytime soon, for this mode anyway. But Excellion, I should be able to soon. So here we have a 360 of Excellion, and you can tell, I don't know if I mentioned this, but see the yellow on him on the back looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like they spray painted it and added sealer to it, like the sealer that the factory uses so they can protect the paint. It looks really good. Especially the silver here where you insert his cyber key power. And before we can get to the detailing for him, like before we get to his accessories, like what he comes with, for comparison, here he is with Red Alert. Now this one, that is an Autobot symbol on him. It's a repo label because Red Alert in general, even in the cartoon, had just way too much white, and I thought I'd get him as a figure, put the repo labels on him on this side, on the Autobot symbol, as you can tell, and on the other side, on the driver's side doors, just to break up some of that white, because that is just a lot of white, even for an Autobot that turns into an ambulance. So either way, here's the Red Alert and Scattershot. So there we go. Scattershot is really small, since it's a scout. Now, before anybody starts asking, I will not be hunting down the Defense Force versions of these guys. Red Alert, I have Universe Countdown, and I like that figure more than the white version of the mold. I like a red figure of this guy as Defense Force. So I do have Countdown. I'm not going to dig him up now. Scattershot, this guy's alright. It's like I said, especially because it's a little guy. But I'm going to be more happy if I can get Universe Drop Shot and Overload. And for this guy, I am fine with the I have Universe Roadbuster, the one that came in that Target exclusive 2-pack with Dirge. Not gonna dig him out now, but I have a lot of boxes, so I don't know which one he's in. And no, I don't have Dirge. I got Roadbuster pre-owned. Dirge was already sold from the person that had him, that I got Roadbuster from. And the Siege Hotshot, Siege figures are even smaller, and honestly, that is just not even fair. It sounds more like a ripoff because they're more expensive, and they're not being, and the plastic isn't being used as much. They're even smaller, which is a bit of a shame. So, anyways, for accessories, he does come with a gun. It's a clear yellow gun, and you can see it through. It's translucent yellow. You can see that, but you plug it in here. So there's a little plug in there, and it can go 360, and it is spring loaded. Luckily I blocked the view because its way because it is spring loaded. It's a strong spring. I don't want to lose it now. But if you insert this cyber key, which shows off his as you can tell, it shows off his cyber key power. You insert the key in there, he'll have 2 translucent yellow wings come out, which in the show, it makes him go really fast, super fast, almost as fast as Override, especially because she is really good. She's the speed leader. She's the speed leader for the speed key. And Hotshot try to win a race with her, but either way, still looks nice having him with a silver key. But it's really cool to see what they can do. Make him go really fast. So enough of vehicle mode. Let's get on to robot mode. Now to transform Hotshot, what we have to do is open the doors. They will become his arms. Bring them out like that. Detach the back piece. Lift this piece up. I think that's to help you with the transformation, and it just makes that happen. Hang on, I don't want to break this figure, but it looks to be really on. It seems to be on really tight. Let's try this first. Oh, there you go. It's on. It's off now. Make sure to detach this. Lift this up, the front up, and it's detached again. It attached in again. It's really tight. This is really my first time transforming Hotshot since I bought him. But there we go. Rotate this 160 degrees. Not 160. 180 degrees. Expand the legs. Bring out his toes. Open them up. You can bring this down now. Unfortunately, this doesn't lock into any place at all. not even on the repaints. But if you're about as old as me, but if you're a responsible collector and if you don't mess with your figures at all, it really shouldn't bother you. Cause I'm not gonna like mess with this around like a mad kid. No way. I don't really mess with them at all. I just have them on display. Cause honestly, these figures are really cool. So anyway, bring out these arms. Detach them. They are plugged in. Just bring them out like that. And then the final thing you have to do is rotate his head 180 degrees. And here we have Hotshot in robot mode. Now you can tell he has a bit more red now this time. He pretty much still has the same colors in vehicle mode where he still had the gray, the dark gray anyway, the yellow and the blue. A little more dark gray, like I forgot to mention, and some red this time. You got him. Now the Autobot symbol there is actually molded into his arm, which is really cool. And let me try to bring him up a little bit. And this guy's pretty awesome. His forehead piece is actually a translucent yellow. I don't know if you can see that. See? But his eyes are painted blue. He has a silver face, which is really cool. The yellow on his ear pieces still looks really good, I'm not gonna lie. This looks so cool. Now, you can still insert the cyber key on his back, but I don't think he actually did that in the show. Besides, I don't remember him having the wings in the cartoon, but if you insert them, it could be like a little more shoulder detailing. Like, give him a little more details on him, pretty much like in the Bayverse series. Oh man, a lot of people hated the Bayverse films, but to me, I'm fine with them. I grew up watching them, so they don't bother me at all. Though it would have been cool if we get the Rise of Unicron, because since the Last Night, we're pretty much all done with the Last Night films. So either way, through a 360 of Hotshot. Articulation. It's best to take out the wings, bring the wings down for a bit, because they will hinder the arms. They're gonna do 360 degrees, both sides. His head is not on a ball joint, but he can't look up and down, but he can do a 360. That is because of transformation. His toes is because of transformation. They can pivot in inside for vehicle mode. His elbows are on ball joints. They can do 360. He can go up and down like he was lifting weights. And if you look closely on both his arms, he has 3 plastic clear translucent missiles like rockets molded in. He actually did use them in the cartoon when Starscream tried to save Megatron, but when Hotshot used them on him while Vector Prime was fighting Megatron in the cartoon. Eat plasma. I think that's what he said. I think that's what he said to Starscream. Eat plasma. Pew pew pew. I don't remember. I can't remember what the name of that episode was, but you might know what I mean. So it's nice that he still has them. It has them. Now, he can hold his gun on any arm. I like to do this arm, and he can still fire. And it's gonna come off. Yeah, honestly, he can hold it real good and securely, but make sure it's in really well. And there you have Hotshot, and that's pretty much it for Hotshot, you guys. If you can get him for a good deal, I say pick him up. Try not to pay for too much, especially if he's unopened. You might pay a lot, but they really should give you a deal on him if you buy more than one item. That's what I think anyway. So anyways, for comparisons, so here we have Hotshot with Scattershot and Red Alert before they actually got their Defense Force modes, after they got attacked or damaged by Megatron. And he's pretty much out of scale, man, especially for Scattershot being a snow vehicle, like a snow shovel. I don't want to say snow shovel, but like you can tell he's got some turrets there. That's what I mean, a missile truck. It's kind of like a missile truck. I don't know exactly what kind of vehicle he is, but I think it's like some type of snowmobile with turrets. That's all I'm gonna say. That has missiles. And for Red Alert, being a Dodge Magnum, he should be a little bit taller. Oh, anyway, he was pivoting. But now we have him. So Hotshot's definitely too tall for them. But they're still good together, I won't lie. Now, like you said, if you can still be able to hunt these guys down for a good deal, I say pick them up, especially this guy, because he is really awesome. Now, let's do one more 360 of him before we go. I'm about to go to bed now. It's like past 1 in the morning. No, it's probably too dark to see. It is pretty late out here, so I'm about to go to bed. So yeah, that's going to be it for my review. Stay tuned for my next toy review. And this has been Transformers Cybertron Deluxe Hotshot. Nightmare 70 out. And sorry about that, you guys. A little bit of a blooper there. Let me try that again. And I was too late on that part. Sorry, guys. I'm really terrible on these type of motions. Round 3, you guys. Let's see if I can shoot the missile on time. Now, he did use the rockets on Starscream. I mean, he does say, eat plasma. Alright, that's the best I can do. Alright, guys, take care. Have a good night. Nightmare 70 out.